Here's a brief overview on Map Pilots and Map Pilot Pro. Of course, first you'd be download the app. I loaded the app into an iPhone. It seems to have worked much better. You can put it in a Samsung though, but yeah, some issues came up with the mapping. But anyway, that's the simulator being flown with a relatively tight pattern. You can see as it's flying the triangle, red triangle. That would be the actual drone itself. With the orange spots would be where the placement where you put the terrain to be mapped, and with that blue spot being the takeoff and landing. There's a clearer picture of that with a simpler flight pattern. Where you see those black dots, those are how many photographs the drone is going to take that's going to overlap. Remember, this is autonomous flying, so if you don't have any sensors on the left and right, it would fly right into whatever it is. Only you normally only senses downward firing sensors on mine, which I think I flew this with the Mavic Platinum Pro. You can see when it's connected, you're going to see that aircraft. That means it's connected. Again, this is simulator mode. Uh, you can fly it in simulation also, but to be connected, you need to see that plane. Okay, then you need to go to Maps Made Easy, and you have to send up the data. Out of the three, I always choose DJI because that's what I use. I use DJI. So then just go right in there, and then you pull the meteor out from wherever you saved it, in the card or in the drone or whatever else, and you send it up to for the AI to stitch it all together. And you just open up the folder and you select all and blast it all up. And then you need to put your computer on a setting so it doesn't go to sleep as it processes all of that. It's going to give you a constant situation of where it's at, and then it's going to notify you when it's done. After everything's done and they notify you, open it up. This is what they're going to show you. I don't think this is on Google Earth or something on or Google Maps or something, but that's the way you're first going to see it. And with that area that you mapped being much more detailed and recent. As you scroll down, you're going to see the option that you have, and there's boxes you can check and uncheck as to whether or not you want to make it public or whether you want to have that available. It's going to have the links for you and links for anybody else. That's the pattern of the photographs, and that's what they're going to work off of. And remember, that everything you blast up isn't going to last up there. They're not going to hold on to all your data. So after a while, they're going to dump it. So it's best to download whatever you get. The only links that they seem to be permanent are going to be the flat model and the 3D model. I think your personal copy that they'll leave available to you. The other ones you need to download. And once you get that data, then you just you pull the links, and then right from the browser you can put that into the browser and connect to what they did with your imagery. And here's some examples, and you just open up a regular browser, cut and paste the link up in there. This is while it's available, of course, and then it will open up like this. And it's pretty fantastic product in this sense because the first thing you get is it puts your more detailed and current imagery up on there. This one I have I highlighted with it because you get a little toolbar, with this where you can draw people's attention to a certain piece of land. But you can tell when you zoom in on this and say just exactly how detailed is in your imagery compared to what you get from the satellite stuff. And of course, it's more recent and it doesn't fall apart or pixelate when you zoom in. And based on the time of day, you also get a hell of a lot more detail. And as I said before, it's current. That particular piece of land does not look close to the way it looked at the time of the imagery that's available, I guess from Google Maps or Google Earth. But there's definitely a difference in what's there, imagery to ground. And of course, it'll put it where it is on the Earth for reference. It's a fantastic product. Then you go into your second and some of the more amazing stuff. And again, it's just you take the link that they give you and throw it up there, and now you get your 3D model. Now this is a 3D model of something flat, um, but you can do 3D models of something, a structure, but you're going to have to take it from different angles. This is my one of my first um, ventures into using this system, and this one I did is just flat. I didn't try to do a three-dimensional model. And you can see it's absolutely amazing what it can do, and it gives you a fairly good representation of recent, detailed, from many angles of what is exactly on the ground. This is probably one of my favorites. I think, believe that if you want to do a 3D structure, you'd have to take it from above, and then you'd have to take it. I think the normal pattern would be at 70 degrees the object, at 360, and then at 30 degrees should give you a 3D rendering. It's something that's just going to take some practice. Again, this is just a brief introduction. That's all I was going.